Welcome students. This lecture is on the gas turbine numerical. In the previous few lectures, you have uh, learned about the gas turbine, the types of gas turbine, and the different types of gas turbine arrangements, reheat, heat exchanger cycle, and intercooler cycle. And based on this different cycle, you have already learned about how to find out the efficiency of this kind of cycles. So in this numerical, we will going to do some numerical based on that cycles. Okay, so let's start. So in this numerical, the first numerical, it says that a gas turbine operates on a pressure ratio of 6. The inlet air temperature to the compressor is 300 Kelvin, and the air entering the turbine at a temperature of 577 degrees Celsius. If the volume of air entering the compressor is 240 meter cube per second, calculate the power output of the cycle in megawatt. Also compute its efficiency. Assume that the cycle operates under ideal conditions. Okay, so let's start. So as you can see, the since the compression process are the adiabatic process, compression process follows the isentropic, it's an isentropic compression. So we can simply say that T2, the final temperature of compression, is equals to nothing but T1 into P2 by P1 to the power gamma minus 1, or T1 is 300 into 6 to the power gamma value is 1.4, so 1.4 minus 1 by 1.4, so that becomes 0.286, so that is 500 into 500.81 Kelvin. Again, we are considering the expansion process. Once again, the expansion process, that means the turbine expansion process, that means this, that is 3 to 4. In this diagram it is 3 to 4. This is expansion process. Okay, so this expansion process is also follows the isentropic, it's an isentropic expansion process, uh, falling through the turbine, flowing through the turbine. So the T4 is equals to T3 by P4 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. So that is equals to 850 by 6 to the power 0.286. So that is 509.18 Kelvin. So now the work input in the compressor, that is WC. The compression work is 1 to 2 process. This is the compressor work. So WC is Cp into T2 minus T1. The higher temperature, Cp into higher temperature minus the lower temperature. So the work done, the compressor work done is 201.81 kilojoule per kg. So this is the work input to the compressor. Now the work done by the turbine, WT. As the turbine process is 3 to 4, we can write the turbine work done is equals to Cp into T3 minus T4. So by substituting the value of T3 and T4, we get turbine work as 342.52 kilojoule per kg. So the net work done, Wn, is turbine work minus the compressor work. So that is 342.52 minus 201.80. So that is 140.72 kilojoule per kg. Now the heat input. Since the heat input process is this, that is 2 to 3 process, it is the heat input process 2 to 3. This process is the heat input process. This process, okay, this is the heat input process. So we can write Q equals to, Q is the heat input, Cp into T3 minus T2. So the value becomes, by substituting the value of Cp, T3 and T2, we get the value of Q, that is 350 350.94 kilojoule per kg. Now we have to find out the density of the gas or air. So that is, rho is the density, so rho 1 is equals to P1 by RT1, okay, or we can say rho is the reciprocal of the specific volume. So by substituting the value, P1 is 1 bar, so 1 into 10 to the power 5. The value of R is 287 and temperature at point 1 is 300 Kelvin. So we get the value of rho, the density is 1.161 kg per meter. Now the power output. Power output is the power output is the net work done 140.72 into the volumetric flow, that is 240 meter cube per second, into the density of the air. So that becomes 39.2102 megawatt. 39.2102 megawatt. Okay. Now the efficiency. Efficiency is net work done by heat input. So net work done is 140.72 and heat input is this 350.94 into 100. So that becomes 40.16%. 40.16%. This numerical says that a gas turbine cycle has a perfect heat exchanger. The air enters the compressor at a temperature and pressure of 300 Kelvin and 1 bar and discharged at 475 Kelvin and 5 bar. After passing through the heat exchanger, the air temperature increases to 655 Kelvin. The temperature of air entering and leaving the turbine is 870 degrees Celsius and 450 degrees Celsius. Okay. Assuming no pressure drop through the heat exchanger, compute the output per kg of air, efficiency and work required to drive the compressor. So as you can see in this diagram, this is a PV diagram and this one is the TS diagram. In the PV diagram you can see 1 to 2 is the compression process, 2 to 5 is the heat exchanger process and 5 to 3 is the heat input, then 3 to 4 is again the turbine and 4 to 6 is the heat exchanger process for flue gas and 6 to 1 is the exhaust. So the compression process, that is 1 to 2, so the compressor work is Cp into T2 minus T1. So Cp value is 1.005, T2 is 470 and T1 is 300, so that becomes 175.9 kilojoule. Now the turbine work. So the turbine process is 3 to 4, the expansion process. So the turbine work is nothing but Cp into T3 minus T4. So the value of T3 is 1143 Kelvin and T4, the turbine inlet and outlet. turbine inlet is 1143 Kelvin, and outlet of the turbine is 723 Kelvin. Okay, inlet, this one is the inlet, this is the outlet. So that becomes the turbine work is 422.1 kilojoule per kg. Now the heat input process is 5 to 3. So that is Cp into T3 minus T5. So the value of T3, this is the value of T3, this is the value of T3, okay, 1143, and value of T5 is 655. So the heat added is 490.44 kilojoule per kg. So the output per kg of air, that means the work output, so that is turbine work minus compressor work. So by that is Wt minus Wc, so that is 246.2 kilojoule per kg. This is net work output. Now the efficiency, cycle efficiency is work output by heat supply. So the value of works output is 246.2, and heat supplied is we have already calculated the value of Q, small q, that is 490.44 into 100. So that becomes 50.2, and the work required to drive the compressor, this is nothing but the compressor work. This one is the compressor work. Okay, the work required to drive the compressor is the compressor work. This one is 175.9 kilojoule per kg. Okay, in this numerical it states that a closed cycle regenerative gas turbine operating with air as the working medium, assuming the following data: P1 is 1.4 bar, T1 is 310 Kelvin, P2 by P1, that is 5, and Tmax, the maximum temperature, is 1050 Kelvin. Effectiveness of the regenerator is 100%. The net output is 3000 kilowatt. Assuming the compression and expansion to be isentropic, find the thermal efficiency and mass flow rate of the air per minute. Okay, so let's do the numerical. First thing is 1 to 2 is the compressor work, 2 to 5 is the heat exchanger, 5 to 3 is the combustion chamber. Okay, 3 to 4 is the turbine, 4 to 6 again the heat exchanger, the flue gas heat exchanger, sorry, the output air heat exchanger, and 4 to 1 is the exhaust. Okay, so in case of to find out the value of T2, that is the outlet temperature of the compressor, so that is T1 into P2 by P1 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma, and P2 by P1 is given as 5, and gamma value we are assuming that is 1.4, so that becomes 310 into 5 into 0.286, so that becomes 491.2 Kelvin. Okay, now the process 3 to 4, the turbine expansion process, we are going to find out the outlet temperature of the turbine. Since the maximum temperature is T3, okay, the maximum temperature is one second, this is the maximum temperature, this is the maximum temperature T3, and in the question it is given that the value of T3 is 1050. 1050. Okay, so the value of T4 is T3 by pressure ratio to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. Pressure ratio is 5, that is P2 by P1. So 1050 to the power 5, 1050 by 5 to the power 0.286. So that becomes 66 662, sorry, 662.65 Kelvin. Okay, now as it's given that the regenerator effectiveness is 100%, so we are taking that is T4 is equals to T5. Okay, these two temperature are same, so that is 662.65 Kelvin. So now the net work output, that is compressor work, turbine work minus the compressor work. The net work output, that is turbine work minus compressor work. Turbine work minus compressor work. Turbine work minus compressor work. So the turbine work is m dot, that is mass flow rate, into Cp into temperature difference. M Cp dt. So dt is the temperature difference, that is T3 minus T4, and for compressor work, that is m dot Cp into dt. Dt is T2 minus T1. Now by substituting all these values, that means the maximum, that means the net work output, Cp and temperature value, we can find out the mass flow rate value. Okay, so the mass flow rate becomes m dot is 14.48 kg per second, or 868.8 kg per minute. Okay, this is the value of mass flow rate. Now the efficiency is the net work done by heat input. Net work done is turbine work minus compressor work. Okay, and heat input is m dot Cp into T3 minus T5. By substituting all these values, that is m dot is cancel out here, m dot and Cp we can cancel it out. So by substituting all these temperature values, okay, we get the efficiency of this cycle is 53.22%. 53.22%. In the next numerical, it says that an ideal open cycle gas turbine plant using air operates in an overall pressure ratio of 4, and between the temperature limit of 300 Kelvin and 1000 Kelvin. Assuming constant value of specific heat, that is Cp equals to 1 kilojoule per kg Kelvin and Cv 0.717 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Evaluate the specific work output and thermal efficiency for each of the modification below, and state the percentage change from the basic cycle, assuming optimum stage pressure ratios, perfect intercooling and perfect regeneration. Find the basic cycle with heat exchanger, basic cycle with two-stage intercooled compressor, and basic cycle with heat exchanger and two-stage compressor. So we have to find out the values for all these four processes. Okay, so let's see how to find out these values. So first we are going to find out the values, that is first the gamma. The gamma value is Cp by Cv, so that becomes 1.3947. By substituting the value of Cp and Cv, we get 1.3947. The value of small c is the pressure ratio Rp, or R, what we can, anything we can say, Rp or R, to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. So that becomes 1.48 0.04, that is the value of small c. Small t is the ratio of maximum temperature to minimum temperature. Maximum temperature to minimum temperature, that is 1000 by 300. So that becomes 3.333. Okay, this is the value of small t. So now for the basic cycle, that means the simple Breton cycle, the specific work output is Wn by Cp into T1. Wn by Cp into T1. So that becomes, that is equals small t into 1 minus 1 by C minus C minus 1. We have already learned this is the expression for specific work output in case of basic Breton or simple gas turbine cycle or the basic cycle. So by substituting the T and C value, we get, that is specific work output is equals to 0.6012. Okay, so the net work output, that is Wn, we have to multiply this value with Cp and T1. Cp value is 1 and T1 heat, the inlet temperature is 300 Kelvin, so that becomes 180.36 kilojoule per kg. 180.36 kilojoule per kg. So the efficiency expression is 1 minus 1 by C. So that becomes, by substituting the value of C, we get 32.45%. 32.45%. This is the expression for, this is the value of efficiency in case of basic cycle. Now the basic cycle with heat exchanger. Since the net work output is same for in case of basic cycle and basic cycle with heat exchanger, so the value of net work output is same as 180.36 kilowatt. So the efficiency expression is 1 minus C by small t, small c by small t. So by substituting the value of small c and small t, we get 55.58%. Okay, this is the value of efficiency for basic cycle with heat exchanger. Now the basic cycle with intercooled compressor. So the specific work output for this kind of case is Wn by Cp into T1. Wn by Cp into T1. So that becomes small t into 1 minus 1 by C minus 2 into root C minus 1. So by substituting the value of T and C, we get the specific work output for basic cycle with intercooled compressor is 0.64815. So the net work output, that is Wn, by multiplying the specific work output value with the Cp into T1, we get the net work output, that is 194.44 kilojoule per kg. This is the net work output for intercooled compressor, basic cycle with intercooled compressor, and the efficiency expression is 1 minus small t by C plus root C minus 2 by T minus C, T minus root C by T minus root C. So we get, by substituting the value of Tc, we get the efficiency is for basic cycle with intercooled compressor, that is 30.63%. 30.63% is the efficiency. Now the last one is basic cycle with heat exchanger and intercooled compressor. Okay, since the net work output for intercooled compressor, basic cycle with intercooled compressor, and basic cycle with heat exchanger and intercooled compressor is same, this, okay, that is 194.44. it's given 47, but it will be 44. Okay, and the expression of efficiency is 1 minus this is the expression for basic cycle with heat exchanger and intercooled compressor. The efficiency is 1 minus 2 into root C minus 1 by T into 1 minus 1 by C. So by substituting all these values, that is C and T, we get 59.92. 59.92%. Okay, this is a value of efficiency in case of basic cycle with heat exchanger and intercooled compressor. So in this numerical, it says that in an ideal gas turbine cycle with reheat, air at state, that is the value of P1 and T1, is compressed to a pressure R into P1 and heated to T3. The air is then expanded in two stages, each turbine having the same pressure ratio with reheat to T3 between the stages, assuming the working fluid to be a perfect gas with constant specific heat and heat and that the compression and expansion are isentropic, so that the specific work output will be maximum when R is given by T to the power R equals to T to the power 2 by 3 into 8. R equals to small t to the power 2 by 3 into 8, where the small t is the ratio of maximum temperature to minimum temperature, that is T3 by T1, and small a is gamma minus 1 by gamma. This is the value of small a. So that is T2 by T1, T2 by T1. This is the 1 to 2 is a compression process, compressor process. So that is R to the power a. A means gamma minus 1 by gamma. So T2 by T1 is equals to R to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma, or R to the power a. So we are substituting this is C, which is given. Now the T3 by T4, the turbine process, T3 to 4 is the turbine expansion process, and 5 to 6, 3 to 4 and 5 to 6 is the turbine process. So T3 by T4 is equals to T5 by T6, that is equals to root C, okay, or R to the power a, root over R to the power a, or is equals to root C. Assuming the mass flow, unit mass flow rate of air, and it's given that T5 equals to T3, we can write the turbine work output is, or the turbine work is Cp into T3 minus T4 plus Cp into T5 minus T6. Okay. So by again by rearranging, we can write Cp into T3 minus T4 plus Cp into, instead of T5 we can write T3 minus T6, because temperature of 3 and 5 is same. So we are written here T3 minus T6 here. T3 minus Cp into T3 minus T6. Okay. Another thing is that the T4 value is equals to the value of T6. The T4 and T6 temperature is also equal. So we can simply write 2 into Cp into T3 minus T4. 2 into Cp T3 minus T4. So we can write 2 into Cp into T3, 1 minus 1 by root C. 2 into Cp into T3, 1 minus 1 by root C, because the value of T4 by T3 is 1 by root C. So this is the value of T4 by T3. So we can simply write 1 by root C. Okay. Now the compressor work. Compressor work is WC, that is Cp into T2 minus T1. So Cp into T1 into T2 by T1 minus 1. So that becomes Cp into T1 into C minus 1. Okay. The net work output Wn, that is turbine work. This one is the turbine work. Is the turbine work minus the compressor work. This is the compressor work. So the specific work output is Wn by Cp into T1. Wn by Cp into T1. So that is 2 into T3 by T1. T3 by T1 into 1 minus 1 by root C minus C minus 1. So that is so that's become 2 into small t into 1 minus C to the power minus half, or this value is 1 by root C. This is 1 by root C minus C minus 1. Okay. So to find out the specific work, the maximum specific work output, we have to differentiate this expression. We have to differentiate this specific output expression with respect to C. To find out the maximum specific work output, we have to differentiate this expression with respect to C. Okay, so now by differentiating the maximum specific work output with respect to C, we get 2t into minus 1 into minus half into C to the power minus 3 by 2 minus 1 is equals to 0. So that becomes t into C to the power 3 by 2 equals to 1. As we know that the C value is r to the power a, which is given. That means r to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma, or r to the power a, which is given. So r to the power a is equals to t to the power 2 by 3, or r equals to t to the power 2 by 3a, or r equals to t to the power 2 by 3a. So this is the final expression. Okay. Okay. This numerical says that a Breton cycle works between 1 bar and 300 Kelvin and 5 bar and 1250 Kelvin. There are two stages of compression with perfect intercooling and two stages of expansion. The work output of first expansion stage being the used to drive the two compressor. The work output of first expansion stage being used to drive the two compressor. That means the first turbine, the first expansion stage, that means 5 to 6. That means the first turbine is used to drive the two compressors. Okay, where the interstage pressure is optimized for the compressor. The air from the first stage turbine is again heated to 1250 Kelvin and expanded. Calculate the power output of free power turbine and cycle efficiency without and with a perfect heat exchanger and compare them. Also calculate the percentage improvement in the efficiency because of the addition of heat exchangers. So you can see there is two diagram is present. This one is without regeneration and this is with regeneration. Okay, so let's see. First, without regeneration case, the first stage compressor is compression process is 1 to 2, then 2 to 3 is the intercooled process, then 3 to 4 is second stage compression process, then 4 to 5 is the uh, combustion chamber, first combustion chamber process, 5 to 6 is the first stage turbine, the first turbine, then 6 to 7 is second combustion chamber, that is reheat process, 7 to 8 second turbine expansion, and 8 to 1 is the exhaust. But in case of regeneration, 1 to 2 is the first stage compression process, 2 to 3 is the intercooled process, 3 to 4 second stage compression, 4 to 6 is the 4 to 9 sorry 4 to 9 is the heat exchanger process, okay, where it's gained some heat from the outlet gas. Then 9 to 5 is the heat input process, combustion chamber. 5 to 6 is the first stage turbine process, expansion process. 6 to 7 again the reheat process, second combustion process. 7 to 8 is the second stage compression process. 8 to 10 is the heat exchanger process, the outlet, and 10 to 1 is the exhaust. Okay, so uh, let's do the because it's a perfect gas, so we can write P2 equals to root over R, that is equals to root 5 or 2.236 bar. It is given that this cycle is works between 1 bar and 5 bar, so the value of P2 becomes root over R or root over 5. So the value of P2 is 2.236 bar. Further, the value of T4 and T2 is same, and T3 and T1 is same. So we can write C1, small c1, is equals to 2.236 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma, so that value becomes 0.286. So 1 point C1 value is 1.259, and the value of C2 is T1 into C1. So the value becomes T2 377.7 Kelvin. Since the T4 and T2 is same, the T2 value, T4 value is also 377.7 Kelvin. Now the compressor work, there is two compressor is present, so we can write WC1 and WC2, the work of these two compressor. So since the temperature is same for both these two cases, so we can write 2 into Cp T2 minus T1, okay, because 1 2 and 3 4, 1 2 1 2 and 3 4 is the compression process. So since 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, these two are the same temperature, 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. So we can simply write the value of WC is equals to 2 into Cp into T2 minus T1. So the value, by substituting the value of Cp and T2 and T1, we get WC equals to 156.2 kilojoule per kg. 156.2 kilojoule per kg. Here in the numerical, it's given that the first stage of expansion, that means the first turbine work, is driven these two compressor. So the net compressor work, that is WC, is equals to the work done by the first turbine. The total compressor work, that is WC, this value, the total compressor work, this value is equals to the first turbine work, because it's given that the first stage of expansion is driven the two compressor. Okay, that's why we are equating these two. So the first stage of first stage of turbine work is Cp into T5 minus T6. First stage of turbine work is Cp into T5 minus T6. So that is equals to the total compressor work, that is 156.2. So from this expression we can find out the value of T6. The value of T6 is 1049.6. The value of T6 is 1094 Kelvin. Okay. Now the pressure ratio, that is P5 by P6. P5 by P6, that is equals to T5 by T6 to the power gamma by gamma minus 1. This is gamma by gamma minus 1. This one is gamma by gamma minus 1. Okay. So gamma by gamma minus 1. So that is T5 value is 1250 and T6 value is 1094.6, and gamma by gamma minus 1 value is 3.5. So that becomes 1.591. That is 1.591. Okay. Now the pressure, that is P6, is equals to 5 by 1.591. So that becomes 3.143 bar. Okay. So again the process 7 to 8, the second stage of expansion, 7 to 8, the second stage of turbine expansion, second turbine, that is T7 by T8, that is equals to P7 by P8 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. So T8 value becomes 125 into 1 by 3.143, okay, to the power 0.286. So the value of T8 becomes 900.9. So the value of T8 becomes 900.9. Okay. Now the second work done of the second stage of turbine, that is Cp into T7 minus T8. So the value becomes for second turbine 350.8 kilojoule per kg. So the efficiency, that is net work done by the heat input. Since the first turbine work is eliminated by the compressor work, so we can simply written here the second the work done by the second turbine by the heat input. Okay. Now the heat input value, the Q is the heat input. Heat input is Cp into T5 minus T4 plus Cp into T7 minus T6. So the value of heat input becomes 103. Now with regeneration, that is the value of Q equals to Cp into T5 minus T9 plus T7 minus T6. So one second. In this diagram you can see the regeneration. 4 to 9 is the heat exchanger process and 8 to 10 is the heat exchanger process. So 9 to 5, this is the combustion process, and 6 to 7, this is the another combustion process. Okay. So the heat input is 9 to 5 plus 6 to 7. Okay. So the heat input becomes Cp into T5 minus T9 plus T7 minus T6, and since the value of 9 is equals to value of 8 and the value of T9 is equals to T8, okay, and the value of T7 is equals to T5. So we can simply write T5 value is 1250, T9 value is 900.9. Similarly, T7 value is 1250 and T6 value is 1094.6. So the heat input is 507.02 kilojoule per kg. So the efficiency becomes, that is work done by the heat input, work done is the second turbine work by the heat input. So that is 69.2%, okay, with regeneration. So now the percentage of improvement in efficiency. So that is with regeneration minus without regeneration by with regeneration. So that is 50.9% improvement in efficiency. Okay, thank you. Here it says that the PV diagram of two-stage gas turbine power plant is operating on identical inlet conditions of 1 bar 27 degrees Celsius as shown in the figure. The maximum turbine inlet is 1 to is the maximum turbine inlet temperature is 1200 Kelvin for both the plants. Assuming that the pressure ratio and the temperature ratio are the same for both plants, calculate the efficiency ratio of the power plants. Also find the pressure ratio of low pressure compressor, high pressure turbine, and the low pressure turbine. Okay. So this diagram is, so this one is the basic gas turbine cycle with regeneration, and this one is the basic gas turbine cycle with regeneration and reheat. Okay, this is basic gas turbine cycle with regeneration and reheat, and this one is the basic gas turbine cycle with only regeneration. So the efficiency for this one is eta 1, that is 1 minus C by T, and efficiency for basic gas turbine cycle with regeneration, intercooled compressor and reheat is eta 2 is 1 minus root C by T. Okay. So the efficiency ratio, that is eta 2 by eta 1, we are assuming this as x, so that becomes 1 minus root C by T by 1 minus C by T. The small t value is R, or small t is the maximum temperature ratio, is R, is equals to 4, and small c value is R to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. So that becomes 4 to the power 0.286, that is 1.487, and root c is 1.219. So by substituting all these values, we get the efficiency ratio is 1.107. Okay, this is the efficiency ratio. Now the pressure ratio for different cycle, since the value of R1 is equals to R2, R3 and R4, these all values are same, and that is equals to root R, and the R value is 4 given here, is the value of R, the pressure ratio. So that is root R, so that becomes 2 is the value of our pressure ratio. Thank you.